I'm just going to put it to you simply. When has the government gotten anything right lately? When? Obviously, they started increasing interest rates way too late. Hey everyone, welcome back to Mark Loeffler Experience. Okay, I've avoided this. I've avoided talking about this. I didn't want to talk about it. Everybody's talking about it. So I guess that means if everyone's talking about it, Mark should too, right? Well, I didn't want to. Still don't want to. I think it's overdone. But when has the government ever did anything in half measures? And they were behind the 8 ball on this, so Anyways, we are talking interest rates and the Bank of Canada interest rates and long-term bond rates and all the fun stuff that makes the world go round. One of the biggest things that came from this 0.75% interest rate increase from the Bank of Canada last week is that it triggered a lot of people who have variable rate mortgages to be in negative amortization. So that means they are adding more to their mortgage every month and they're not paying anything down. Unless they already paid down a whole bunch on it and then maybe it didn't. Because none of mine reset, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just special. Anyways, I know a lot of people who had a letter saying, hey, this is going to be your new payment on your variable rate mortgage. So the price of owning real estate went up. And when the price goes up, more people will they'll change. It just causes people to change. Some people it won't affect it all. Some people, they'll be like, okay, maybe we have to sell that property. It's costing me too much money. Or maybe we're going to hold off on buying that property, which is what we're seeing out there in droves. I know a lot of investors just holding back right now, kind of waiting. And we're going to bring up the second one. We've talked about it a bit. Recession. I know a lot of people who are thinking that this is not going to be the soft landing that's predicted. And why do people believe that? Why am I starting to believe that this is not the soft landing that we're predicting? Well, this video is brought to you by Catano Loeffler Realty Services. If you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate, give me a call. And do I still think it's a good time to invest? I think if you're buying value add properties, it's a great time to invest, by the way. And just on a note, our next meetup is September 19th, and then October 24th is the next ones that are lined up. So this is an article from September 2nd that I have up here on the screen. Bank of Canada seen nailing soft landing despite early wobble on inflation, right? They're talking about the fact that they should have been raising interest rates last year, and instead they waited till March of this year because we were still in lockdowns and all this stupid stuff that, oh, look, now we're just to have COVID in the society and that people get it and they stay home or they don't. And we all go about our daily lives and we're not causing bankruptcies and whatever, right? And we don't need to stimulate the economy if we just don't shut it down. Oh my goodness. Who would have thought? Anyways, I'm hoping all the people out there that, I know there's going to be people who disagree with me that say we should shut down again, but I don't know many people who want to go through that again. I don't think I could go through that again. So basically, inflation did fall month over month, but core inflation, when you take out gasoline, actually went up. So that means prices on goods and services that we buy are continuing to rise. And obviously transportation costs are one of the factors in that, and that's going to come down because as we've seen at the pumps, I mean, I bought gas at $1.40 and I was like, wow, I feel free. I can drive anywhere now rather than $2 or $2.10. So, I mean, if you're doing the math, that's a 30 to 30+% price decline in gas. So that's a decent price decline, right? And that's going to trickle its way through, deliveries and all that. But at the end of the day, the price of grain is still up. Food stuff's going to cost more. Wages are going up. I don't know if you've noticed this, but people are fighting. People are like, the public service is going to go on strike because they have a 2% raise or whatever, and they want it adjusted to inflation. I mean, this is a sidebar, so skip this part if you want, if you're not a landlord or if you're a tenant and you're watching this. I wish landlords could strike so we could actually go and get a raise that is commensurate to inflation. Wouldn't that be lovely? Comment down below if you believe we should do a landlord strike. I don't know how that would look. Comment. Tell me what you guys think. We should do a landlord strike. I mean, it might be painful. Because what would we do? Not rent out to people? I don't know. I get these crazy ideas sometimes and then I can't sleep when I'm trying to think about this. But yeah, as you can see, core inflation continue to rise from 5 to 5.5%. But that's gonna slow down as well. I think once, like again, the gasoline thing is a lagging indicator because it'll show up in the goods next month type thing. It'll show up in the heating cost. But rising wages will affect us. But as we've seen from the latest stats from unemployment, the unemployment rate is actually going up. So we've been losing jobs month over month. We've just not had... haven't had anybody, really wanting to work. But now we're actually losing people that actually apparently want to work, so they're going to continue to look. Now, a lot of service jobs are obviously still going unfilled, and we saw a big like layoffs in the tech field in Canada. So, I mean, that's what's coming. It's younger people right now that are getting laid off, not the older people. So I'm just putting that out there that's going to get worse before it gets better. I think we see 6.5% unemployment by the end of the year. I don't think that would be, and I think we're going to see a lot of turmoil. I think we're going to see striking for wages, for other silly reasons, like people just want to work from home and they're in the government, so they're going to strike to do that. I think it's going to get worse. I was saying that we're going to see a recession January, February, whatever, in that time frame. I'm starting to come to the thinking that it's going to be bigger than we're expecting. Because, at some point, I don't have faith that the Bank of Canada will be able to manage this like they think they can. The government's already in huge deficit. So are they going to throw a bunch more stimulation at us, or they're just going to let the Bank of Canada do their thing with the interest rates? And I think, as they've shown, they're going to be slow off the block on once it happens. And I don't think we're going to see 0.75% decreases on the way down. So I think just with the global slowdown, with all the crap that's going on in China right now with their real estate market and their banking sector, I don't know. It's looking more and more like we're going to see a bigger recession. What do we do? How do we prepare? What am I doing? Why, Mark, if you think this is happening, why are you still buying real estate? Well, I'm still buying real estate because sometimes you can buy real estate at less than it costs to build, number one. Number two, I'm buying stuff that can add value to, that is going to be a great long-term rental, that is, I believe rents are going to increase over time. So if you're looking for projects like that, maybe reach out to us. We do specialize in stuff like that. So I guess Mark's predictions, is that where Mark is going? I don't think we're going to see the soft landing. I think they're going to push us into, what's a soft landing? Like a 1% decline. So you get a 1% decline for 2 consecutive quarters. It's not huge. Like, you can make that up over the course of the next 6 months if you stimulate properly. So you end up probably on the small growth side year over year. We'll see. But I think we see bigger numbers than that. And I think we go longer than 2 quarters in a recession. That's what I'm kind of seeing. As for the real estate market right now, I mean, long-term bond rates are pretty stable, and we're seeing rates, 5-year rates around 3.9 to 4.2%, which is actually really good compared to when I got my first mortgage at 7%. But I'm seeing a stabilization out there. We're not seeing the huge drops. We're seeing like maybe a 1% decline a month right now. Stock market, who the heck knows? It could be up 40% one day and down 50% the next. So there, I'm kind of treading a little more cautiously. At the end of the day, comment, what are you guys up to down there? And then, as I said, my big surprise, my big reveal at the end, I'm actually going to do Dancing with the Stars. It's an Easter Steals charity event on November 11th. I'll drop the link down below. If you want to come buy a ticket, let me know so I can group the tables together of people who are coming to watch me. So Sharon is doing it as well. Maybe that's how I got dragged into it. And yeah, and we'll put a link down if you just want to donate. But everyone, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Have a good one.